Good morning, students. Let us start today's new concept, standard costing. Okay, this also purely based on formulas. So what is standard costing, why we are doing this chapter, and what all we'll cover in this chapter, that we'll see. Okay, so first we'll see what is standard. What is the meaning of standard? Standard means what? Okay, standard means what? It is a predetermined cost. Costing means we are talking about predetermined, means in advance we will tell that this much expenditure has to be incurred to produce a good. Standard costing. So we are saying standard costing, this is a predetermined cost. Okay, so standard costing is actually for cost control. Okay, what is the meaning of cost control? The manufacturer wants to increase profit. The manufacturer wants to increase the profit, but how to increase the profit? We know profit formula, sales minus cost. It is a small formula for profit. So cost control means what? They are not increasing selling price. They will not increase. If they increase the selling price, what will happen? They will lose the customers. They will not increase the selling price. What they will do? They will try to reduce the cost. If any manufacturer wants to increase the profit, they cannot increase the selling price, because if they increase the selling price, then the goods of the company will not be sold. Okay, then what they have to do? They have to decrease the cost. Okay, when they decrease the cost, the company will earn profit. Take example. Suppose a company is selling some goods for rupees 10. Okay, and the cost is rupees 7. So the profit is 3 rupees now. Okay, the profit is 3, but the company wants this profit from 3 to 4. They want to make the profit 4. They cannot do like this, 7 minus 4. They cannot increase. Here I increased what? Selling price. They cannot increase selling price. When the company increases the selling price, the company will lose its customers. Okay, so they will not focus on this selling price. So this is wrong. What they will do? They will try to decrease the cost. See, earlier it was 7 rupees, now cost is 6 rupees. So what the company will do? They will reduce the cost. They will try to reduce the cost. Okay, so that's what they are increasing. They are getting profit of 4 rupees. So to how to reduce the cost, that we are seeing in standard costing. How to reduce the cost of a product? Earlier they were making the product for rupees 7. Now they are making the product for rupees 6. How to reduce the cost, that we'll see in standard costing. The standard costing is nothing but cost control. So what cost control? So they will try to control the cost, means they will try to reduce the cost. Okay, that's why we are calling predetermined cost. Okay, so this standard costing is actually at 3 levels we are having. To make a product, we know, right? To make a product we have to incur some expenditure. So what expenditures we are having to make a product? To make a product, the company has to incur some expenditure. Okay, so what all expenditure they have to make? First expenditure they have to make for labor, material. Okay, so first expenditure, the company to make a product, they have to incur in material. Next, labor means the workers who are working on that. This is one more expenditure the company has to increase, they have to incur. Next, one more expenditure, that is called overheads. Okay, so all apart from material and labor, what all expenses are incurred to make a product, that will cover under overheads. Okay, overheads means expenditure. The other name for overheads is expenditure. Okay, so I am writing here. We can say overheads, or in costing language we call overheads as expenditure. So to make a product, the company has to incur expenditure on material. They have to make expenditure on labor. They have to make another expenditure. Okay, so when they make all these expenditures, then they will make a product. The main aim of a company is to reduce the price, the product cost of product they have to reduce. Okay, so to reduce the cost of product, they have to reduce material price, labor and overheads. They have to incur less expenditure. On material, labor and overheads. Okay, so when they incur less expenditure on this 3, what will happen? Automatically the cost will reduce. Okay, so this is the main criteria of this the chapter. The entire chapter is based on material, labor and overheads. Okay. Now we will see here how to reduce the cost of the material. Okay. Now see what they will do now. The company now first concept is material. Okay. The first concept is material. So first is material. Now what will happen in material? The company, what they will do, here is a departments. We are having different departments. So we are having here different departments. One is purchase department. There is one department who purchase the material, and there is a department who do production with the use of material. Okay, two departments are there. One is purchase department, other is production department. Now concentrate. What is happening in purchase department means the main role of the purchase department is to purchase a material, and the production department, they convert the raw material into finished goods. They will do production with the help of material. Okay, so which material we are talking about? We are talking about raw material. Okay. Now these two departments we are having, one is purchase department, other is production department. So what the company will do, they will tell in advance, the company will tell in advance to this production department, there will be a person called manager, the purchase manager, and there will be one more person called as production manager. These two managers are responsible. Okay, the purchase manager is responsible for purchasing of material, and the production manager is responsible for what? Production, using raw materials to convert raw materials into finished goods. Okay. Now the company in advance, so what I am saying, company in advance, the company in advance will tell to the purchase department manager. The company in advance will tell to the purchase department manager. The company in advance will tell to the purchase manager that you have to purchase material for example 6 rupees per unit. Example I am taking 6 rupees per unit. Means what is this 6? 6 is the standard. The company is saying that you should purchase the product at only for 6 rupees. Do not purchase more than 6 rupees. If you purchase more than 6 rupees, then there will be a loss. Okay. Now, so it's a role, it's a responsibility of the purchase manager to go into the market, and they have to purchase a material for at least 6 rupees. If less than 6 rupees, then it is good. Then it is a benefit to the company. So we are saying 6 rupees per unit. How? The company will do some analysis. The company will do some analysis. Okay, all the managers would sit together and they'll do some analysis, and they will tell that the product will be available in the market for rupees 6. Raw material will be available in the market for 6 rupees. Okay, that's called 6 analysis. That's called standard. So it is predetermined. So we are saying what? It's a predetermined cost. It's a predetermined cost, means in advance only they will tell that this money, much money has to be spent to purchase. Okay, now it's a responsibility of purchase manager. It's a responsibility of purchase manager to purchase the raw material for rupees at least for rupees 6. See, if he purchases the material, purchase manager, what he is doing? He purchased the material for 7 rupees. Now, what he has done? He has incurred more 1 rupee. 1 rupee more he has incurred. That this 1 rupee will be lost to the company. And who is responsible? This purchase manager is responsible. The purchase manager is responsible. Why he is responsible? The company is saying to purchase a material for 6 rupees, but he purchased for 7, 1 rupee loss. So he is responsible. Okay, and there is a loss of 1 rupee. The company may ask the manager to leave the job and go out of the company. They may say because he has due to his actions the company has suffered 1 rupee loss. Okay, suppose if the purchase manager is buying the same material for price 5 rupees. The company said to purchase for 6 rupees, but he purchased for 5 rupees. Then there will be a 1 rupee profit. Okay, 1 rupee profit. But he is purchasing for 5 rupees. The quality should not be compromised. The quality of the company, the product should be, raw material should be same. Which quality they are saying? The same quality product he has to purchase. He should not buy A grade or B grade products, raw material. The company is saying to purchase the same standard of material has to be purchased. Easy, very easy, right? So purchase, which we are saying purchase. Now we are talking about purchase manager, so we are talking about price. Okay, so this is the example of purchase department. Next, production department. Next, production department we are seeing. See, if we understand this too, we can easily solve problems. The production department. Okay, now what production is department? His role is to set, the company will tell in advance. The company will tell in advance. So you have to take only 6 units. Take example, to make a product. To make a product. Take example, the company is saying you take only 6 units to make a product. The company is advanced. The company is telling in advance to the production manager that you have to take only 6 units to make one product. Okay, 6 raw materials we can say. I am writing 6 raw material. Okay, but the production manager, PD, PM, I am taking PM as production manager. If he is taking 7 units, 7 units means 7 raw material, then there will be a loss of 1 raw material. Okay, if he is taking 5 units as raw material, then there will be a 1 raw material profit, there will be a loss. Understood? Easy. So the company in advance will fix some units and they will fix some price. That is called as what? That is called as what? Standard costing. Okay. So standard costing, we are saying to it is the chapter we are doing to control the cost. To control the cost, and it is a predetermined cost. Okay. So this is all about the production standard costing. So the company in advance will fix some prices, that is called predetermined cost. Okay. So this is about what? Standard costing. So we will move further and we'll see some formulas in standard costing. So the entire chapter is based on formulas. Okay. So let us see first material cost variance. So what is the meaning of material cost variance? Where we'll see here in our textbook. We'll see material variances. Variance means differences. Differences between what? So variance is difference. That I'll explain. See, this chapter is very easy when you know this, all the terms which I am explaining. Variances. Variance means what? Differences. Difference means what? See, company has say they have set some standard. This is called standard. We are saying this is called standard. And this 7 and 5, this is called actual. This is called actual. This is standard quantity. Excuse me. The company will fix standard quantity, and this is actual quantity. Actual means the production manager has used to make the product, and this is the company is fixed, that is called standard price. The company which is fixing, that is standard price, and this 7 and 5 is called actual price. These two are called as actual price. Okay. So standard price and standard quantity will be fixed by the company, and the purchase manager, which is doing the act, and the production department who is doing the act or the activity, is called as actual quantity or actual price. Okay, easy. Chalo. Now material cost variance. So what we are saying, material cost, you understood, right? Actual and standard. Standard is fixed by the company, actual is done by the managers. Okay, now see here, we have a formula here. Material variance. Material variance means what? We know, right? Variance means difference between standard and actual. Involves calculation of material cost variance, material price variance, material usage variance, material mix variance, and material yield variance. Or we can say yield as sub usage variance. So in this we are studying how many? 5 we are studying. Okay. In material we will see 5 different variances. Material. In material we will see first material cost variance. First is material cost variance. Okay. To get material cost variance, we have to do first material price variance. Variance means difference between standard and actual. Next, material usage variance. Okay. In this material usage variance, we are again having material mix variance. We'll be having two more under material mix variance. Material mix variance. Mix means we have to mix some quantities to make one product. I'll explain when we move further. Material yield variance. Material yield. Yield means output. Yield means output. Output means finished product. excuse me. Okay, so this is all about material cost variance, material price variance, material usage variance. In usage variance we are having mix variance and we are having yield variance. See, we are having in our syllabus material, labor and overheads. So the more focus will be given to material. So 70% chances that he'll ask question from here, and 30% chances are that he'll ask question from labor. Overheads till now did not ask. He did not ask till now in exam. So his more focus is on material, 70% we can say, and labor is 30%. The questions will be asked from material and labor only. Overheads till now he did not ask any one question, even a single question. So our focus is on material and labor. Okay, so in material this many we have to see. We have to see 5 formulas. In material we have to see 5 formulas. What are the 5 formulas in materials? Material first is cost variance, price variance and usage variance. If we add this material price variance and usage variance, we'll get what? Material cost variance. We'll do when we solve the problems. Okay, we'll see. Again, material usage, how we'll get material mix variance plus material yield variance. Okay, so I'll explain. First we'll start with material cost variance and material price variance and usage variance. We'll do some problems on this cost, price and variance, usage. Then we'll go for mix and yield variance. Okay, chali. Let us write material cost variance formula first. Variance means difference, we know. First is material cost variance. So what is the formula for material cost variance? Standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. So I'm writing standard quantity. See, this will be given in question. Everything is given in the question. Standard quantity is standard price, actual price will be given in the question. We'll do one example. So this is standard quantity into standard price, you have to multiply, minus actual quantity into actual price. Okay, the difference of the two will be called as material cost variance. The difference of the two, standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price, the difference of the two will be called as what? Material cost variance. We'll do an example on this. We'll do one small example on this, then you will be able to understand. It's very easy to solve problems. Page number E26, first question. The standard and actual requirements of material A are given. See, both things will be given. Standard will be given, actual will be given. What is asking? He is asking to calculate material cost variance. Units means quantity. Per unit means price. This is price and this is quantity and this is price. Standard is given, actual is given. Okay, so we'll do now. So in the same formula I am doing. Actual standard quantity is given how much? 10,000 units at rupees 4. 10,000 units into 4. This is standard. The company is saying to incur expenditure of rupees 40,000. Right? Minus actual is how much? 13,000 into 3.80. 13,000 into 3.80. Okay? Now 10,000 into 4, we are getting 40,000 minus 13,000 into 3.8, 49,400. Okay, so how much is difference? Difference is 9,400. So this is more. We are getting actual is more. Actual is more. This is called adverse. Adverse means this is a loss. I'll explain how. See, the company is saying you use only 10,000 in quantity at rupees 4, but they are using 13,000 quantity. 3,000 more they are using and the cost is reduced. They ask you to buy for 4 rupees but they purchase for 3.8. So the company is saying to incur expenditure of 40,000 but they have incurred expenditure of 49,400. The company is saying incur expenditure only 40,000 but they have incurred expenditure of 49,400. Extra they have incurred how much? 9,400. This is adverse. We have tried like this adverse in bracket and this is a loss. Because the company is saying only to incur 40,000 but they have incurred more. That is 9,400. That is called adverse. Okay. So this is what? Material cost variance. This is material cost variance. Understood? Now, like this we have to solve problems. Let us take one more example. Standard is given. I am making my own example. Standard quantity 50,000 units and standard price, suppose take rupees 5, actual quantity. He is saying to take 48,000. He is taking 48,000 and actual price is rupees 4. Okay, now see. So what is the formula for material? I am writing shortcut MCV, material cost variance. The formula is standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. Okay, so we have written a formula. So in our example, standard quantity is 50,000, standard price is 5 minus actual quantity is 48,000 into 4. Okay, so 50 into 5, 2,50,000 minus 48,000 into 4, 1,92,000. Now see here we will get adverse favorable now. In profit will get. The company is saying to incur expenditure of 2,50,000. The company, standard means company, fixed by company. The company is saying to use only to incur expenditure of 2,50,000, but they have incurred expenditures of 1,92,000. Means how much extra they can save? They saved 58,000. Answer is in the positive. Fixed by company, actually they have spent 1,92,000. Okay, so 58,000 is favorable. Favorable means profit. They saved some money, right? They saved 58,000 rupees. The company is saying to incur expenditure of 2,50,000, but they have incurred only 1,92,000. There is a profit. But in the earlier example, the company is saying to incur expenditure of 40,000, but they incurred expenditure of 49,400. They have incurred more expenditure. So more expenditure is loss, and the company is saying to incur 2,50,000, but the managers have incurred only 1,92,000 as expenditure. So they are getting 58,000 as profit, favorable profit. Okay, next we'll move further now. We'll see price variance. Chapter is very easy. You have to focus on the formulas. So I'm explaining how the formulas are being made, and we will do some problems on this also. So next is our price variance and usage variance. See here what we are saying. Material price variance, it is a part of material cost variance. So we know it is a part of material cost variance, which is due to difference between standard price specified and actual price. It is calculated for actual quantity used. It is calculated as follows. So we have to take price means we have to take only difference between prices. Standard price minus actual price. So we have to take difference only between standard price and actual price. Okay, price variance means what? What is the meaning of price variance? We have to take only between difference between standard price and actual price, that we have to do, and we have to multiply with actual quantity. Okay, we are saying price variance, price difference. So we have to take difference of price only. Price variance means difference of price only. What is the form? And with what we have to multiply? Actual quantity we have to multiply. Okay, so is easy. The formula of material cost, price variance. So next formula is material price variance. Okay, so formula is what? You have to write actual quantity, multiply actual quantity with standard price. STD I am writing. STD means standard minus actual. See, we are saying material price variance. Price means difference. Whose difference? Price means we are having only two prices in the problem: standard price and actual price. That only you have to take. Okay, the standard price minus actual price we have to take. So actual quantity is there, standard price is there, actual price is there. We'll do an example. See here, this will do. Calculate material price variance of product A and product B. Different products we are having. Product A different, product B is different. Standard price A is given, B is given, units produced is given, A and B also. Okay. So units produced means actual quantity. Always remember, actual quantity means units produced. So he is asking you to find out product A material price variance and product B also. Okay. Now we'll do page number 826. And question number is 5 material fourth one you have to find out price variance of product A and product B. First we'll do for price for product A. For product A, the formula is what? AQ. I'm writing in shortcut. AQ SP minus AP. Okay, the formula is same, right? Actual quantity, standard price minus actual price. Okay, now how much is AQ for product A? AQ means actual quantity. We can say units produced 600. 600. Standard price is how much for this A? 5 minus 6. Minus 6. So 600, 5 minus, we'll get in minus 1. Okay, we are getting answer minus 600. This is called adverse, means loss. How much is loss? 600 is loss. 600 is adverse. Okay, so we are getting 600 loss. See what the company is saying. The company is saying to purchase for 5 rupees, but they have purchased for 6 rupees. Who purchased? This is purchase manager default. Purchase manager mistake, we can say. Purchase manager. The purchase manager, the company is saying to purchase a raw material for 5 rupees. Due to the purchase manager activities, we can say, they purchased the material for rupees 6. Means he purchased the material 1 rupee extra he paid and he purchased. So here who is responsible? Purchase manager is responsible. For price variance who is responsible? Purchase manager is responsible. Now purchase manager is responsible, because of him the company has purchased, is incurring loss of rupees 600. Okay, next for product B also will do. For product B also will do, we'll understand, it's very easy. For product B, same formula, right? AQ SP minus AP. So how much is AQ for product B? 500. Standard price is 8 and actually 7.5. 8 minus 7.5. Okay, 500, we get answer is positive 0.5. So 500 into 0.5, we are getting 250. See, answer is in the favorable. This is a profit. Okay, see, the company is asking him to purchase for 8 rupees, but he purchased only for 7.5. Means he saved 0.5. 0.5 means 50 NP saved. The company is asking to the manager to purchase the material for rupees 8 rupees, but he purchased for 7.5 and he saved. Who saved? Again here responsible is what? Purchase manager saved some price. Purchase manager, he saved how much? 50 NP saved. So there is a profit of 250 for the company. Okay, here what he did, he incurred more 1 rupee expenditure, more 1 rupee. That's why we are getting some 600 loss. But here he incurred only 0.5 rupees, 7.5. He company is asking to incur him 8 rupees, but he incurred only 7.5. 0.5 is company's profit. Okay, so we have to multiply. This is actual quantity. Easy. So we have seen material cost variance also, material price variance. Now we'll see material usage variance. Usage means quantity variance. The other name for usage is what? Quantity. So our next concept is material usage variance. Usage means quantity variance. So we can say material quantity variance or material usage variance. Use means production department now. Material usage variance is also called as material quantity variance. It explains the difference between material cost caused on account of difference between standard quantity and actual quantity. So the difference is what? Standard quantity minus actual quantity. Whenever we talk about quantity, we have to take difference, quantity variance, standard quantity minus actual quantity. Whenever we talk about price variance, difference is standard price minus actual price. Okay, and we have to multiply with standard price. Okay, so next is material cost variance, or we can say material usage variance or material quantity variance. Quantity means the difference we have to take of quantity. Okay, so I'm writing here material usage variance, or we can say as this quantity variance. Okay, quantity means difference we have to take off. Material cost variance, material quantity variance means difference of quantity. So formula is standard price. You have to multiply this with standard quantity minus actual quantity. So this is a formula for usage variance, usage or quantity variance. What is the formula? Standard price, multiply the standard price with standard quantity minus actual quantity. Okay. So we'll do one formula. And who is responsible for quantity? Quantity difference per production manager is difference. Production manager responsible. Production manager is responsible for quantity difference. If any quantity is difference is coming, production manager is responsible for this. Okay. Let's do one example on this. Material quantity variance, right? Material quantity is there or not? Price variance is there. All is given. Chalo, we'll do all in one only. This question we'll do. Calculate material cost variance, price variance, and usage variance. This is same. And third one we'll take in this formula. We'll take and we'll solve. Standard actual quantity, standard is given, actual is given. Standard quantity 40, actual quantity is 848. Price is given. Rate per kg means price. Standard is 10, actual is 12. And he is asking me to find out cost variance, price variance, and usage variance. We'll do this. Okay. So first is material cost variance. Okay. Formula is SP minus SP into SQ, or you can write SQ minus AQ into AP. Nothing will happen if you write SP and SQ, but it's preferable if you write SQ earlier first, then you write standard price. Okay. Now standard quantity is how much? 40 is standard quantity, and the price is 10. 40 into 10 minus actual quantity is how much? 48 into 12. Okay. 40 means 400 will get. 40 into 10 400, and 48 into 12 576. Oh my goodness. The company is asking to incur expenditure of 400, but they incur expenditure of 176. This is adverse. Okay. The company is saying you do expenditure of 400 rupees, but actually they have done expenditure of 576. Okay. But here 176, there are two different departments. One is production department, one is purchase department. Okay. So whose fault we have to see now. Next, material price variance. Formula is AQ SP minus AP. Price means standard price we have to take. Price difference, right? Price means price difference we have to take and multiply with quantity, actual quantity. Now this one, right? Actual quantity is 48. 10 minus 12. Actual price is standard price is 10, standard actual price is 12. Now you take 48 minus 2. He is the company is saying to incur expenditure of 10, but he incurred expenditure of 12 rupees. Two more he incurred. 48 into 2, 96. So we are getting 96 adverse. So who is responsible? Purchase manager is also responsible. Next, third one, material cost variance. What is the formula for material cost variance? Standard price multiply with standard quantity minus actual quantity. This is a formula. Just now we have written, right? Standard price, standard quantity minus actual quantity. So how much is standard price? Standard price is 10 rupees. Standard quantity is how much? 40 and 48. 40 is standard, 48 is actual. So how much is more? Minus 48 is more. So 8 is more. Here the company is asking to use only 40 quantity, but he used 48. 8 extra means minus 80. Minus 80 means adverse. Now If we add this both 96 and 80, we'll get 176 we have to give. This verification also we have to do. 96 plus 80, we are getting 176. Now concentrate. This is analysis. Like this we have to understand. The actual loss is 176. Who's responsible? Both are responsible. Purchase manager is also responsible, and production manager is also responsible. There is a loss due to purchase manager. The company is saying to purchase product for rupees 10, but is purchased for 12. 2 rupees extra is spent for 48 quantity. 98 rupees. There is a loss. This loss is due to purchase manager. And quantity, production manager also, there is due to production manager is a loss. 40 they are saying, but then he used 48. 8 he extra used quantity. He would used 8 extra. So that 8 is 8 into 10 is standard price 80. So both, due to both purchase manager and production manager, there is a loss of 176. So the company will impose some penalty to both purchase manager and production manager. Okay, and this loss is due to the both managers. Like this we have to do problems from tomorrow onwards. Okay, chaliye, thank you.